सिद्धि दो चवर दुलावत रिद्धि सिद्धि दो चवर दुलावत सुर समूह लखी ओठ सुखारी गणपति विघ्न विनाशक हारी गणपति विघ्न विनाशक हारी गणपति जय गणपति जय गणेश जय गणपति जय 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 गणपति जय गणपति जय गणेश जय गणपति जय 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 गणेश जय गणपति जय 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 गणेश जय गणपति जय जय।
प्रेम से बोलो श्री गणेश भगवान की। प्रेम से बोलो श्री गणेश भगवान की। I didn't hear in the back. प्रेम से बोलो श्री गणेश भगवान की जय। गणपति स्वामी जय गणपति श्री गणेशाय नमः। Sitaram, everybody once again, welcome to the mandir, welcome to puja, welcome to satsang, welcome to loving God as you know you should be, as we all know that we should be doing. We will now engage in the Hanumanji Chalisa so that we can have familiarity with words and prayers that we know from growing up. We know Hanumanji, Bala Buddhi Vidya Dehu Mohi, Harahu Kalesha Vikar. Put our hands together, our voices together and sing.
Shri Guru Charan Sarojar Jai Nij Man Mukhar Sudhar Varno Raghuvar Vimal Jashu जोदायक पलचार बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरऊ कलेश विकार जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीस तिहु लोक उजागर राम दूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन वदन विराज सुवेशा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केशा हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजे शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हर्षि उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरत सम भाई सहस वदन तुम्हरो यश गावे हस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीषा नारद शारद सहित अहीशा यम कुबेर दिगवा शरणा, तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना। आपन तेज समारो, आपे तीनों लोक भागते कापे। भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे। नाशे रोग हरे सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा। संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे। सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, दिन के काज सकल तुम साजा। और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे। चारों युग परताप तुम्हारा, है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा। साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। अष्ट सिद्धि नवनिधि के दाता, अष्टबल दीन जानकी माता। राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा। तुम्हारे भजन राम को भावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख विसरावे। अंत काल रघुवरपुर जाई, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई। और देवता चेतन धरई, हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई। संकट कटई मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमिरै हनुमत बलबीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई। दोषक बार पात कर कोई, जो दही बंदी महासुख होई। जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा, होई सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा। तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा, कीजय नाथ हृदय महाडेरा। पवन तनय संकट हरन, मंगल मूर्ति रूप। राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय बसो सुरभूप। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय।
प्रेम से बोलो श्री बजरंग बली की जय। सीताराम मंगल भवतु नमः। Today, instead of going into the chowpais, because we have quite a packed program today, I want to go straight into the story that I want to share with everyone. So I'll break it up a little bit. Now I will go into the story so the children can remain. And when I'm finished with the story, then we will have the children's class will then continue. All right? So I want to talk about this story first. And the story I want to share with you all is the story of Ganga Mata's descent to earth. Next week, Sunday, is Ganga Dashera, also Father's Day, but that is just by the way. Ganga Dashera is a very important event, and I will tell you why. Many years ago, there was a king. His name was King Sagar. What is his name? So King Sagar had many children. And one day he performed a yajna. And in that yajna, part of it was sending out a horse so that it will roam throughout the entirety of the kingdom and the country. But after some time, the horse was not coming back, so he sent his sons to find out what happened to that horse, and they went to look for the horse. And when they saw the horse, it was close to a rishi whose name was Kapil Muni. What is his name? Kapil Muni was sitting doing puja, and close by was the horse. So the children of Sagar, what is the name of the king? The children of Sagar thought that Kapil Muni had stolen away the horse and started calling him thief, thief, chor, chor. We pause there for a moment. You see how we sometimes shouldn't just look at something and think that is what it is. We have to understand the whole story. So, the horse was then removed, going to be removed, and Kapil Muni awakened from his deep meditation, opened his eyes and reduced each one of the children into ashes. Now there they were stuck. The horse hasn't come back. The children are all burnt to ashes. And Kapil Muni now returns into his meditation. Now there was a prince, Anshuman, who was a grandson. All of these will have meaning, but I'm telling you the story so you will understand it. Because many of us not sure what the story of Ganga Dashera is. So Anshuman was a grandson of the king. What is the name of the king? I want a microphone. Where is the cordless microphone? I'll keep it. I'll tell you when I'm ready for it, Anilji. So, Anshuman went, he was summoned by his grandfather, that was his Aja, and sent to go and look for where all of these children of Sagar were. Amongst them was his father, Anshuman's father, who was also burnt. And Anshuman reached, this is in the Bhagavad, this is from the Bhagavad Puran. And Anshuman reached, and then he saw the ashes and he saw Kapil Muni. And Kapil Muni has now calmed down, and he has said, look what has happened to all of my family. How can I save them? Kapil Muni said, the only way to save them is to let Ganga Mata come, that divine water from the heavenly regions, because at that time Ganga Mata was not on earth. And only when she comes and she touches these ashes will their souls know redemption, no salvation, no moksha. So Anshuman went. But one of the things that was very apparent was that when Ganga Mata comes to earth, coming from the heavenly regions, her force is going to be such that the earth cannot sustain that force. So someone had to step forward and be asked to take that blow once again of that force. Who is it? Bholenath se nirala koi aur nahi. Only Shankar Bhagwan. So Anshuman started doing puja to Shivji Bhagwan so that he could bear the force of Ganga Mata. Because Ganga Mata said, I will come, but only if someone is able to catch my power, my energy, my Shakti, my strength. He was not able to do it. Other than that, after that, other kings, all of the kings coming down the line would try to do this, to invoke Shankar Bhagwan to be able to retain and catch Ganga Mata. The last king to do it was Dilip. And Dilip was not able to, and they thought at the end of his line, the lineage, that lineage which led from King Dilip all the way down to Ayodhya to Sri Ram. So that is Sri Ram's lineage. That something now would happen to stop the whole lineage if somebody doesn't step forward to do it. And who came forward? The person who stepped forward was the son out of that kingdom. And I'm saying it particularly like this because there's a different story about his birth. But his name was Bhagirath. What is his name? So Bhagirath, can I have the first picture that I had said? Can we put it up? And Bhagirath stepped forward to do the puja, to do the prayers, to do the prarthana of Shankar Bhagwan. Do we see him in the picture? He's the little speck in front of that cosmic form of Shankar Bhagwan. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. He prayed like this. Now in our Puranas, time has a different meaning. And to tell you how long he prayed, the Purana tells us he prayed for 1,000 years. What does it mean? When we do our puja, when we do our sandhya, we ask to live for 100 years, to be able to do things for 100 years. Do we live for 100 years, in fact? Very few of us do. We spoke about that a little bit last week, about the blue zone and what helps us to reach to the 100 years. So he is speaking, so this is a large amount of time. He is praying. And with that prayer, he was able to supplicate and ask Shankar Bhagwan, can you receive Ganga Mata when she comes down? And with that, Shankar Bhagwan, pleased with that prayer and that puja, sat in meditation to receive Ganga Mata. Can I have that second picture now? And why I'm asking for this second picture is because I want each and everyone, everybody, the children, the elders, that is those who are elder than the children, to look at that picture. Can you see it? I want you to spend 1 minute looking at that picture, because this is when I want the mic, because I want you to tell me what that picture says to you. Focus on it for a moment. The picture shows Ganga Mata in her human form descending into the locks of Shankar Bhagwan, which are all extended out to catch Ganga Mata into his locks, the original dreadlocks. And when she came, when Ganga Mata came, she was so filled of arrogance for herself that Shankar Bhagwan cannot maintain me and cannot keep me in such a way that she tried to disturb his own peace of mind. And he was able to lock her up into those locks and allow each and every day just a little bit to be coming out. That is why when you look at him, Shankar Bhagwan, we see Ganga Mata coming out very peacefully in little drops coming out, in a steady stream, I'm sorry. So with that, I will now invite the children to go across to the Bal Vihar class as I ask Anilji to start with the mic from the back for someone to tell me what this picture means to them. Leave the picture up. Any volunteers before I volunteer you? Oh, Surin, we leave you just now. Hold on 1 second. On this side, I want some volunteer in the back there. Auntie Sherry. Oh, somebody. Oh, yes. Okay. There you go. I knew it was her.
Okay. Om Namah Shivaya. What I see is total stillness, peace emanating, calm. And when Ganga
Sherry
Mata...
ji, can I ask you to stand up because I'm not hearing you very well?
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Okay, as he locked in Ganga Mata, you realize how still and peaceful he is. He's calm. He is totally within everything. That's about it.
Excellent.
Stillness.
Who else now? Can I get someone else to tell me what they think? I just want to spend 5 minutes in doing this, if that much. I just want to get a few different thoughts because I want you to think about the picture. Can I get somebody on this side now at the back? Son, you are there with your yellow kurta. Brilliantly shining for us. Tell us what you have to tell us today. Can we turn up the microphone? I'm not hearing too well. Is everyone hearing? Oh, is that because he's not speaking yet?
Hello?
Okay, right, go ahead, son.
Kind of nervous, sorry. Sitaram, everyone.
Please allow. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Yes, son.
Hello?
Yes.
Alright, thanks. I'm seeing Lord Shiva peacefully meditating while, as the story said, Mother Ganga is arrogantly trying to get him riled up. I'll use that. It makes me feel that if I maintain my peace of mind and I calm myself down, I could completely block off any negativity that comes my way from anyone. The only person who could talk to me and keep me safe is God.
Very good. Thank you very much. Okay, Surin, you want to say now? You finished? Huh? Same thing. Or can we get somebody in the front? Betty, you have the mic now. Yes. Not the other Betty, you Betty. Vedant. With your wisdom, tell me what it is you see in the picture. Look at microphone next to you.
Testing. So what I noticed is that the water dripping from Ganga Mata, usually that would be a disturbance from somebody meditating, but as you see here, he's still calm. What I also noticed is that his throat is glowing. I don't know if you'll be able to, if that have any importance that you could explain to us.
Excellent. Great. So disturbance. I would like to, you see, we've had different thoughts, but they're all coming to the same thing. And when I looked at the picture a couple weeks ago, which is why I wanted to talk about it today, it struck me, what is it do we allow into our minds? What is it that attempts to flood our minds? How do these thoughts, which come at us from everywhere, how does it reach into our mind and what do we do with it? Because we are allowing those thoughts to first of all enter into our mind, and two, to do something about those thoughts, whether it is to Shri Ram, whether it is to discard them or to keep them or to let them fester, those thoughts are there. And as has been noted by more than one person, the only way we could conquer those thoughts is if we ourselves are at peace with ourselves. Otherwise, it continues to be just a set of noise and distraction and disturbance. Disturbance, as Vedant said, drop and drop by drop, it's falling until we do not have the stillness that is required to be peaceful. But what does Ganga Mata represent? Anybody? If you think Ganga Mata, the Ganges, that is the Ganges. If we think of Ganga Mata, what do we think of? Did I hear purity? I heard purity. That's the first thing many people will think of, because that's why when we're doing puja, you put a drop of Ganga Jal in the water to help purify. Gange Chayamunis Chaiva Godavari Saraswati. Seems like my microphone is giving a little trouble. So by nature, Ganga Mata is purity. Where does Ganga Mata come from? From Vishnu Bhagwan, from the feet of Vishnu Bhagwan. That is her origin. From the feet of Vishnu Bhagwan, born out of the Kamandal of Brahmaji. This is all in the Bhagavad. When Brahmaji washed the feet of Vishnu Bhagwan, that is the water that became Ganga Mata. So that is the purity we are talking about. And we ourselves are essentially and naturally pure and good people. We are all essentially and by nature good people with purity. But instead of maintaining that, when you're a child, we've had this discussion before, when we were a child, you think a child is inherently bad? If they're crying, if they're being naughty, they're not being bad. They're just being a child. But as we grow, we begin watching things, listening to people, watching other things that are happening around us, and start absorbing that instead of that which is our nature. There's a beautiful, beautiful set of chaupais in the Ramayana. And I just want to share it with you. It's in the Uttarkand. चूत हिमल की मलही के धोए घृत की पाव कोई बारी विलोए प्रेम भगति जल बिनु रघुराई अभियंतर मलक बहु न जाई श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम. How beautifully this is put. चूतई मल की मलही के धोए. Can you take dirt to wash off dirt? In other words, can I put dirty thoughts in my mind and expect my mind to become pure? Can I put dirt to wash off dirt? They will say, the old people will say, well, you take dirt to rub the burtan, and that's how it shines the pot. But I'm not speaking of that, man. Can you take dirt to remove dirt? No. What removes dirt? Water. Simple. Some people say fabuloso and whatever. Simple water. घृत की पाव कोई बारी विलोहे. Can you take water and make ghee? This is what the Chaupai is saying, the verses are saying. प्रेम भगति जल बिनु रघुराई. प्रेम भगति जल So to remove the impurities, the jal is prem, is love. Love for whom? Not for ourselves, not for the people next door. Love for God. प्रेम भगति जल बिनु रघुराई अभियंतर मल कबहु न जाई. And only when we have love for God can the impurities be removed. It is an important thought to bear in mind. What are the thoughts that we are allowing to shape our lives? I've recited this to you before. I went back to check and see when I did it. It was in January 2020. I quoted from Lao Tzu. He is a Chinese philosopher, and he said, and I'm quoting it to you again, remember, watch your thoughts, for they become words. Watch your words, for they become actions. Watch your actions, for they become habits. Watch your habits, because they become your character. And watch your character, because that becomes your destiny, who you will be. Where does it start? It doesn't start with actions or habits. It starts from thoughts. And it is important for us to have thoughts that are going to uplift us. And when we look at the picture, which has been taken down now, but I want you to remember that picture. You can find it, I can send it for you. The picture is one that is telling such a story of the multitude of thoughts which spread our hair and our mind and everything in all directions, but which requires God's grace, Rama Kripa, to be pulled together and harnessed. You know, it is said, there's a proverb, that idle minds is the devil's playground. Have you ever heard that? They also say idle hands are the devil's playground. Now, we don't believe in the devil in Sanatan Dharma, but it's just a proverb, and I think there's truth in it. That idle minds are the devil's playground, and I'll tell you why I'm saying that. If I were to say to you here in the Mandir, as I did last week, and I told you this, if all we are doing here is singing Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Bolo Shri Ram Jai, what other negative thoughts could come into the head? But the moment I stop and I stay quiet for a moment, people start thinking, I wonder who texts me. I wonder what happened to the cricket. I wonder what happened to this. I wonder if somebody thief my slipper outside. I wonder what's for lunch. Idle minds leads us down a path that takes us away from God quite often. And that is why the rishis and munis say, walk with your mala. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. It's going on in your head, in your mind, in your heart. The mind isn't idle. The moment it stops being focused on God is when everything else that is fighting to get into your mind comes into your mind. But if we shut the door with Bhagwan ka naam, then nothing else will come in. Tell me if that is not true. Tell me if you are coming here into Mandir and you're sitting here in the Mandir on all of our benches or on the ground, whatever, that you are thinking how to cheat on an exam or thinking how to steal something from somewhere or to rob someone of money or to hurt somebody's feelings. Do you have time for that? No, you don't. I'm answering for you because your mind is not idle. And I go back, and I won't touch on too long because I've spoken about it before. All these things about social media encourages your mind to be idle. Doom scrolling encourages your mind to be idle. Think about it. I say it all the time. It is the greatest scourge, not only to young people, but to elder people too. We say that social media is important for education. Yes, it is. But see how much time we spend in educating and how much other time we spend in watching other people's business and watching other people's things and watching to see who crashed and watching to see if they have the dead body and all this kind of nonsense. Idle minds are the devil's playground, they say. But if you sing and bring yourself close to God, it is called Ananya Bhakti. You focus your mind away from everything else. It doesn't mean that you stop living. That is an important thing for you to understand. It does not mean that you have stopped living and you've become a sannyas or a sadhu or sadhi or whatever it might be. Instead, your life is pure. Your thoughts are pure. Back to your nitya, which is purity, which is represented by Ganga Mata. And that purity, which is struggling to flood our minds and which we ourselves send out in all directions because we want sometimes to fight for the right to think the wrong things. It's my right. If I want to ruin my mind, it's my right. And it is. And Bhagavan tells you that. That is your right. You can spoil your life if you like. That is your right. That is your power of free choice. You could choose to be bad, you could choose to be good. You could choose to be a success, you could choose to be a failure. That is your choice. Look at the poor guy who died and was shot when he was going to run a sweat. He chose to make something of his life in a community where everything around him was negativity. He was a third-year medical student. He chose something that would have been different for him. Unfortunately, the karma was such that he could not live to see that come to fruition. And even in the story of Ganga Mata, there's a wonderful story of the children that she had when she embodied as the queen of Shantanu. And she had sons, 8 sons. And what happened to those 8 sons? I won't go into it. It's a bit gory for this morning. And the 9th son became known as Bhishma Pitama. But that is a different story. Choose to think good thoughts. And that would not mean that you wouldn't have bad thoughts. The thing about it is, watch your thoughts, because they become your words. Those words become your actions. Those actions become your habit. Those habits are what shape you. But it starts always from the thought, from the ground, from that purity which you ought to have. But it's difficult, some people will say. My life is so busy that I can't have the time to sit down in puja room from 24/7. Guess what? We could take little bits. We could take little bits. When we're exercising, when we're on the treadmill for half an hour, you could watch something that is uplifting. When we are doing our walk, when we are walking, we could leave everything home. Social media, phone, everything home. But I know you still have to walk with the phone because the place is not very safe. But leave it in the pocket. And don't be walking. I see people walking in the park. Yeah. And the whole walk is this hand up here. I don't know what is happening. Muscular atrophy in the side, probably. And if it's not this side, it's the next side. That is not walking. That is not healthy. That is not something that is good for you. When you are walking, be mindful of each step that you're making. Be conscious of the step. Focus on your walk. And tell yourself, this is for my benefit. You would be surprised to know the benefit and the power of your own self, telling your own self that this is good for me. Because we have the power to say, this ain't good for me, I am sad, oh poor me, I am sitting down here so sad and I cannot get up. Who's telling us that? Not Bhagwan. I am telling myself that I can't get up. Now, there are some persons who are unable to because of their own physiological issues. But the general statement is that if I tell myself I can pick myself up, I will find a way to do it. But I have to be convinced in it. And many people are not convinced that they could do that. It comes from purity of mind. So be mindful. Some people, you know what they do? Before they go to sleep in the night, they would write in a journal, tell me 3 things I'm happy for today. Instead of studying all the bad things that has happened, 3 things that I'm grateful for today. It's called a gratitude journal. And that will be your last thought before you go to sleep. That I have had a day which had ups and it had downs, but these are the good things that happened. And I focus on those good things to lead to purity, to lead to positivity, away from negativity. If before I go to sleep, all I'm thinking is, oh my God, let's see what happened. They gave me a bad drive today, I don't know what to say. What do you think your dreams will be of? The bad drive and what you should have said? Maybe. But it comes out in your subconscious somewhere. But if your last thought is a good thought, a good thing, a good prayer, a good bhajan, a good whatever, a good environment in which you are, is that planting the seed for a good day tomorrow? In the midst of all of the unhappiness and everything that you're going to face probably, there is a seed that you yourself have planted. Walking, focusing, exercising, looking after yourself, eating properly, eating the right things, all of this leads to purity of mind. And you know that from the Bhagavad Gita. Krishna Bhagavan talks about it. I won't go into that. You can look, we did the whole Bhagavad Gita last year, we talked about it. So we can make the effort to be conscious and aware and to be mindful of our own presence and thoughts and being. But we have to decide to do that. And I want to close here. Can I ask you to put back up the picture of Shankar Bhagwan with Ganga Mata again? I want to close here with a beautiful chant from Bal Kand. We remember the Katha, the story of Ahalya Mata. Yes? Ahalya Mata, the wife of Gautam Rishi, she was transformed into stone. I've spoken about this. What is its significance of being turned into a stone? Was she turned into an actual stone? I've told you no. At least that is my interpretation. How she became stone-like, how she became depressed, what happened to her as a result of what her husband told her. But I want to come to what she said after Shri Ram had released her from that state. बिनती प्रभु मोरे मैं मति भोरे नाथ न मांगौ बर आना पद कमल परागा रस अनुरागा मम मन मधुप कर पाना जेहि पद सुर सरिता परम पुनीता प्रगत भई शिव शीस धरी सोई पद पंकज जेहि पूजत अज मम सिर धरऊ कृपाल हरि. Imagine Ahalya Mata spending so many years ostracized by society because she was alleged and she was accused of being adulterous. And because of that, She became how she became. And she remained in that ashram until Sri Ram himself came and touched her. How would he touch her with? His feet. And this is wonderful. This is what she prays for. I seek no boon from you other than may my mind continue to enjoy the love of your feet which have just blessed my head. That merciful Lord Hari placed on my head the same lotus feet born from which was issued Ganga Mata, which itself, Ganga Mata, is born by Shivji on his head, adored by Brahma, the creator. A wonderful chant which brings together all of what I have said in the words of Tulsi Das Ji, beautifully setting out that imagery and iconography, that we ourselves are in that state where we need the touch of God. The touch of God, the feet of God from which Ganga Mata has come. Those divine feet, which when I place my mind on those feet, I am in turn blessed. My life becomes pure. My sins are washed away. And as we started by saying, in the wonderful Chaupai, Prema Bhagati Jala Binu Raghurai, the only way to cleanse the mind is by becoming closer and closer and closer still to God. May God bless each and every one of you. May you continue to keep this message in your mind, keep God in your mind. And as I invite now Auntie Sati to come to speak to us about the Sri Sevak Sabha, I ask you to place your faith, your love, your devotion, your compassion, your everything at the feet of Bhagwan, where I know you're going to be safe. Prem se bolo Siyapati Ramchandra Bhagwan ki Jai.
Sitaram. Last Friday, June 7th, marked 71 years of the existence of the Sri Sevak Sabha, the Women's League of this month. And thank you both Pandits for allowing us this time to share some thoughts and to celebrate this occasion with the congregation. The year was 1953. Karani Limited had recently donated land on Todd Street for a Hindu mandir, and a simple construction was completed. At the first meeting of the Sri Sevak Sabha on June 7th, 1953, 39 members were present, thanks to the foresight, the initiative of a group of men and women. Pandit, their thoughts became action. Yet, these were ladies, women, who were mostly housewives, unschooled. They weren't given the privilege of schooling. And yet, from the early minutes of our meetings, we saw a dynamic, courageous team working in harmony with the Mandir founding fathers. Together, they built an outstanding Hindu religious and cultural base in San Fernando. At that time, and for so many years after, there was no structured Mandir management, and it was the Sri Sevak Sabha that led the Mandir's activities and projects. All religious observances were carefully planned and executed, albeit on a much smaller scale than we have nowadays. The monthly full moon puja, with Bisoon Pandit officiating, those pujas were assigned to various families. The many fundraisers required for the mandir's upkeep and for charity kept the members and their families very busy. The annual bazaar was always a hit. I'm so happy to see Uncle Bobby Prasad here today. I'm sure he remembers that he was a stall holder at one of the Sri Sevak Sabha, the women's group bazaars. The $2 a carload twilight drive-in shows, the teas, the concerts, the excursions to the beach were all well patronized by our congregation and well-wishers. In 1917, the group was incorporated by Act of Parliament. And this registration made us eligible for donations, to receive donations by deed of covenant, and gave us the confidence to be involved in the running of the Ashram College and strengthened our association with the Sanatana Dharma Mahasabha. The past presidents over the years, each with her own leadership style, ensured that the core values of our constitution were upheld. We remember fondly Mrs. Drupati Rampasad, Mrs. Joan Devi Pasad, and Dr. Dolly Haricharan, each supported by a group of hardworking executive and committee members. Over the years, our seva, because that's what we are, Sri Sevak Sabha service. Over the years, our seva included involvement in the government's SHARE program. We were one of the venues for distributing hampers, donations of prosthetics, and within recent times, our efforts have been channeled to the parallel building, the annex, with major refurbishment and the construction of bathrooms at road level. Perhaps I must mention gentlemen who would have helped us over the years with the annex. Worthy mention of Mr. Siram Kalicharan, my own father, Ramsaru Prasad, Mr. Krishna Bahadur Singh, who helped us with refurbishment, and Mr. Rampasad Gopi Singh in more recent times, who were of invaluable assistance. Very recently, I must tell you about more things that our group has been doing in recent times. Very recently, donations were made to a mother for post-surgical care and to a toddler who needed a cochlear implant and was then able to hear for the first time. We continue with our donations of hampers to the needy and to flood victims when required. During COVID, we were able to partner with some youths and provide food and clothing to persons in the Debe area. This week, in fact, we are providing care packages to 65 young girls in the San Fernando West and San Fernando East secondary schools, a project which we had promised for International Women's Day. The Sri Sevak Sabha in its 71 years has seen so many changes at the Mandir, so many change of directions. In fact, the Mandir literally changed direction. You must remember that our Mandir was north-south, and when in the early 80s it was changed east-west, we were proud, we were happy to work closely with Pandit Ramnarayan Rampasad to assist in that move. We are pleased that many ideas which we implemented in the yesteryear have grown to function so efficiently now. Each Sunday, you admire the beautiful arrangements which are now done by a team of in-house florists. In the yesteryear, it was Mrs. Jaso Kanhai and Mrs. Dayanti Maharaj who kept the flowers roster going. The murtis are now beautifully dressed by Auntie Leela. We cannot forget, though, in the very early days, in the first days of this new Mandir, it was Mrs. Sumintra Singh, early on mornings, very early on mornings, coming here to bathe and dress the murtis. The now well-run and structured Bal Vihar class was conducted by members of the Sri Sevak Sabha in the 1980s, admittedly not as structured and as formal and well-run as the classes are now. How do we ensure that that kind of succession takes place? We ask ourselves, what now? At a recent team building retreat, our facilitator, Anil Ji, made us realize just how much can be accomplished by working together. We, the Sri Sevak Sabha, will continue to work closely and in harmony with management and with all arms of the Mandir, the youth group, the children's class. But what do we need at this point? What do we need as we move forward? We need more young women of our congregation and of our community to join with us, to partner with us. In the past year or two, we watched with admiration the energy and the enthusiasm of our new recruits. Imagine how much more we can accomplish if more of you join in our journey of savor. On behalf of our president, Mrs. Anne-Marie Tiwari, and all members of the Sri Sevak Sabha, we wish to thank everyone who has supported us in so many ways over the years. As we enter a new year with gratitude, we pray with all humility that the words of our theme bhajan, He Prabhu Ananda Data, Gyana Hamako Dijiye, we pray that God will give us the wisdom to carry on the work which our mothers and our grandmothers started 71 years ago. We pray through He Prabhu Anandadatta, we pray that we can do our mothers and grandmothers proud and continue their legacy. I thank you all.
Thank you very much, Auntie Sati, and I think she deserves a round of applause in terms of the history of the Sri Sevak Sabha, and it is very useful from time to time to be reminded of that history, particularly for younger members and persons who are not familiar. And all of the things that have been said are not only factual, but are indeed worthy of remembering and building upon, as Auntie Sati said. So thank you very much, Auntie Sati, for that very brief recollection of some of the major events of the Sri Sevak Sabha as they've celebrated 71 years of existence. We now invite family members to come forward. Individuals, in the interest of time, we would forego coming by the Bedi, but we invite you to come before the murtis and offer your arati while the group engages in kirtan. I hand over to members of the group and I invite you to come forward.
नारायण हरि ओम श्रीमन्नारायण हरि ओम नारायण हरि ओम श्रीमन्नारायण हरि ओम नारायण हरि ओम श्रीमन्नारायण हरि ओम नारायण हरि ओम श्रीमन्नारायण हरि भजो मन हरि हर ओम सुमिरो मन नारायणा भजो मन हरि हर ओम सुमिरो मन नारायणा भजो मन हरि हर ओम सुमिरो मन नारायणा नारायणा हरि 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 भज मन हरि हर ओम सुमिरो मन नारायणा 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 नारायण हरि ओम श्रीमन्नारायण हरि ओम बोलो नारायण हरि ओम श्रीमन्नारायण हरि ओम नारायण हरि ओम श्रीमन्नारायण हरि ओम नारायण हरि ओम श्रीमन्नारायण हरि ओम जय शिव 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 शिव जय 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 जय शिव जय शिव शंकर गौरीनाथ पार्वती पति भोलेनाथ 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 तुझसे व्यापक जल थल जो तुमसे व्यापक जल थल जो जय शिव शिव जय जय शिव जय शिव शिव जय जय शिव 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 शिव जय जय शिव जय शिव शिव जय जय शिव जय शिव शिव जय जय शिव
Stand up, devotees. So first of all, welcome to each and every one of you to our Sunday morning service. Very nice to see our benches full this morning. For those of you who are here for the first time, I am seeing a lot of new faces. Welcome to Krishna Mandir. Hope to see you in the next few weeks and the upcoming summer vacation. So for those of you who are back from some period of absence as well, special welcome to you and hope to see more of you as well. Special happy birthday or happy anniversary to anyone celebrating those occasions. Anyone celebrating their birthday this upcoming week? Shambhu, special happy birthday. Shambhu is always here making sure Pandit stays on the course. So anyone who wishes to make donations to the temple, whether it be in cash or kind, could always see Uncle Gangadin to the back in the office after service. And anyone wishing to sit for puja on a Sunday morning can also see Uncle Gangadin or Auntie Rama in the back after service. Our Bhajan Amrit is upcoming, which will be the 7th of July. It starts at 8 in the morning and we go till around 12. There will be refreshments and lunch will be provided, so you'll have no worries on that. So essentially the day itself will be where we have groups from outside coming in to render bhajans and worship and worship, so you guys could come in, sing along. It will be a very nice time. We had this a couple times already and it was always a very, very well executed event and it was always a very good time. We have donation sheets for those of you who haven't got yours already. They are at the back in the office after service. So if you all wish to have a donation sheet, you all can see Uncle Gangadin in the back after service. He has those as well. Coming so far, I think we have Rana and Susan. We have Pandit Girish and group. Anybody else confirm? We have Victoria Maharaj. So we have some big names lined up. Yes, so we have some big names coming, so you all can come in and enjoy that day with us on the 7th of July. Special happy anniversary to the Sri Sevak Sabha, who has celebrated 71 years of being in service to the temple and to the community. So let's have a round of applause for them. They always do excellent work and they always do excellent work and keep the flag flying high of Sanatan Dharma in the city of San Fernando. Hanumanji Puja will also be the day before the Bhajan Amrit, which is the 6th of July. So it is at 7:30 a.m. right at the temple here. So if anyone who wishing to sit for that puja can see either Pandit Rudy or Auntie Rama to give your names to sit for that puja as well. So enjoy the upcoming week, everyone, and Sitaram.
We stand for Arati and closing prayer. Reminded as well, next week Sunday, our very special Father's Day service. We look forward to seeing you all with us. It will be hosted by the Sri Sevak Sabha, as is traditionally the case. So the management committee hosted Mother's Day last month, and the Sri Sevak Sabha will be hosting a very special Father's Day service next week Sunday. So we look forward to seeing you all. Let us join together in Arati.
Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Jai Jagadish Hare Bhakt Janon ke sangat Das Janon ke sangat Jan mein dur kare Om Jai Jagadish Hare Jyotya mein pal paave Dukh bin se घर आवे, कष्ट मिटे तन का। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। मात पिता तुम मेरे, शरण गहूँ किसकी। स्वामी शरण गहूँ किसकी। तुम बिन और न दूजा, तुम बिन और न दूजा, आश करो जिसकी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। तुम पूरन परमात्मा, तुम अंतर्यामी। स्वामी तुम अंतर्यामी। पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर, पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर, तुम सबके स्वामी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। तुम करुणा के सागर, तुम पालन करता। स्वामी तुम पालन करता। हम सेवक तुम स्वामी, हम सेवक तुम स्वामी, कृपा करो भरता। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। तुम हो एक अगोचर, सबके प्राणपति। स्वामी सबके प्राणपति। इस विधि मिलो दया में, इस विधि मिलो दया में, तुमको मैं कुमति। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। दीन बंधु दुख हरता, तुम रक्षक मेरे। स्वामी तुम रक्षक मेरे। अपने हाथ उठाओ, अपने हाथ उठाओ, द्वार पर तेरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। विषय विकार मिटाओ, पाप हरो देवा। स्वामी पाप हरो देवा। श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ, श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ, संतन की सेवा। ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
मन धन सब है तेरा, स्वामी सब कुछ है तेरा। तेरा तुझको अर्पण, तेरा तुझको अर्पण, प्यारा दे मेरा। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। ओम जय
जगदीश हरे। स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे। भक्त जनों के संकट, दास जनों के संकट, जन में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। ओम जय जगदीश
Prabhu, we've had a chance today to come to do puja together. You've given this chance to help us to come, to purify our mind, bring us closer to you, to help us to become closer and devotees of God. Prabhu, look after those who are here in our family, those who are not here. Please protect those who, well, they may be in some home, wherever they may be. Prabhu, please look after them. From abroad, continue to bless them, guide them, protect them tonight, because you are my mother, my father, my family, you are my friend, my knowledge, my wealth, you are everything. I ask you, Prabhu, to always be with me. Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva Tvameva bandhu cha sakha Tvameva Tvameva vidya dravinam Tvameva Tvameva sarvam Mama deva deva Tvameva sarvam Mama deva deva Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Prem Shri Ganesh Bhagwan ki उमापति महादेव की वृंदावन विहारी लाल की नव दुर्गा देवी मैया की महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती माता की पवन पुत्र हनुमान की सर्वदेव सर्वदेवी की सनातन धर्म की सद्गुरुदेव जय जय सीताराम सीताराम कोई may you have a wonderful peaceful week continue to bless you the day